Alright, recording is happening. Okay, this is gonna be like an even worse video than normal because I'm not even gonna put this into like my editing software. I'm just gonna like record this with OBS and then boom. Also, the resolution is probably terrible. So, yeah. And my voice is half dead. But anyhow, so recently, apparently, copper bulbs now exist. I kind of heard about this and I had an idea that I was like, we could like maybe. Well, I think it was just like when I first looked at it, I'm like, I reckon this could be a display, which it can, but it also can't. I'll explain more why. But essentially, I made this quick design, and it's just like I've totally messed things up. Okay, if you like select a specific location, then you can like toggle things on and off, yada yada yada. It's a display. Point is, there is actually something very interesting about this, where it's fundamentally a bit different than a normal display, and because of that, it can be a bit more compact. And the reason for that is that in a normal display, like if you have a redstone lamp, yes, it's like you need to have the redstone lamp always powered for it to be on. And so the interesting thing about the bulbs is that they're toggleable. So essentially, you don't have to. The display doesn't have to store whatever state a given pixel is per se, which means that it can be smaller because you don't have to have that hardware. But unfortunately, this also means that it's like impossible to wipe this. So, for example, if I ran this and I put like a randomizer into it, and I ended up with this configuration, there's actually no way for me to create a system that will be able to tell which one of these are on and off. I mean, in this example, I could, I could take an output from the side or something, but like, if we imagine this as being like an infinitely large screen and not being able to put something in front of the screen, the problem is that since this is like a transparent block, it's like if I power directly into it, it doesn't affect any of its neighbors. Which is good, but it's also not good in the fact that that means that I have to have power coming in from the back directly into all the lamps. And so if there's going to be other pixels around them, obviously the face is going to be in front. And if there's power into the back, there's actually nowhere for me to take an output to read like what state these are in. And so essentially, there's actually no way, assuming I'm not recording whatever the states are somewhere else, no way for me to be able to clear this screen. And of course, if I did make an extra memory bank for this somewhere else, then that would just be, essentially that would just be the same thing as what we would have here, except it would probably be like quite a bit slower in some respects. So, I guess it depends. It's like, I imagine, it would be probably harder to deal with than just having that memory inbuilt into the display. I'd say the advantage would probably be is that you could lower the input latency. So if you're trying to run contraptions real time, then I guess this will help you and shave off like, I don't know, a couple fractions of a second. But ultimately, I feel like this isn't really a great display design for just like your normal day-to-day things, just because it lacks the functionality to be able to clear it. So yeah, anyhow, video ends here, I guess. Yes, alright. I'm just gonna go hit stop recording, and that's not the right button.